I remember, and you know, I'm one to tell everything. I was sitting at my computer, and I went to YouTube, and I don't know how I got there except by the leading of God. I got over to the Gaither family.
Yes, that was
And I said, that's the Barrett sisters. Those are my friends. What are they going to sing? And you all sung to the glory of God. My hair just stood up on edge. But when you all sung that song, and you did the lead-in with a presentation about God be with you until we meet again. Oh, yes. My God. It spoke to my soul.
Yes.
And still speaks to my soul.
Oh, yes.
And I could see the tears in the eyes of the people who were receptive to that.
Yes.
Because what comes from the heart, it will reach the heart of man.
Yes, it will.
God be with you until we meet.
Yeah, we were at in Dallas at the Potter House.
Okay.
With T.G. Jakes.
Uh-huh.
And we had a big concert there, and that's when we did all this singing and recording. Albertina Walker was there at that time.
Yes.
The Mighty Clouds of Joy.
Yes.
What is that? Norfolk? What is that young man that sang?
Norfolk.
I Need You Love.
Yeah.
Stokey.
Okay.
Norfolk.
Yes.
And it was a beautiful affair.
It was.
It was a beautiful affair. And I looked at Bill Gates and I looked at Reverend Jakes and his wife Gloria and everybody, and I told him, God be with you.
Yes.
Till we meet him. We may not see you every day. We may not see you no more. But God be with you.
God be with you.
Till we meet again.
Oh, I tell you sung that song. You sung it until the hair on my head stood. I said, Lord, you're speaking by your spirit. And the Lord does speak. You know, we have intents.
Yes.
And we have a program, but God has a plan.
Yes.
Oh. And who would have ever believed at that time we would miss our dear sister? But still, God be with you until we meet again.
You got so many good memories.
You can't help but have.
Sometimes people pass away and people say, I'm glad they're gone. We can't say that.
No, we really
will
miss
meet
her.
again.
My sister was...
And wherever she is, she's singing now.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
My sister was a comic in a way,
She
too.
was. She was.
She loved to say funny things and everything. And so I went over to see her before she passed during one of those days. And I said, Lois, how you doing? Girl, I'm ready to go. I said, where you going? I don't know. I want the Lord to come on. I'm ready to go. I said, but you can't go till he come get you. So you might as well just sit in. She said, well, he better hurry up.
Oh, Lord. Lord. She did have smiles all the time. Smiles.
Yes.
And words of encouragement.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't tell you the times, just out of the clear blue sky, Dolores would call me.
Yes.
Now, baby, is it true?
Yeah.
Are they beating you up? I heard such and such a thing.
Yep.
Well, Dolores, no. It's not a matter of hearing. It's true. It's true. But what you gonna do? And we would have such a good time communicating by way of phone. And I tell you, those memories will live on forever and ever and ever. But now, you have another sister who has joined your ranks. Sister Tina Brown, isn't it?
Yes, Tina Brown.
She's like our sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or our little daughter.
Yeah.
But Lois introduced Tina Brown to me and Billy. She knew her, and she said, you know what? We ought to get her to come in and take my part, sing my part with us. So we said, okay, bring her in. Let's listen to her and everything. And she was so good, and her spirit was so good, and we just embraced her, and she embraced us. And every time we had a concert or some gig we had to do, Tina Brown would go with us. And the last one that we did with Lois, no, well, not the last one. I'll say one of the last ones. Lois did go. We went to South Bend, Indiana, and Tina and Lois and Billy and I, and Randy Johnson was on the piano, and we did a concert. And Noah said, "I have that tape. I'll let you."
Yes.
Since you see the comical things she was
Yes,
saying, you know.
yes, yes.
But it was just one of those nice gatherings, one of those nice spiritual programs that we've been used to doing. We've been doing them for years
Yes, I know.
Well,
and
we
whatnot.
always love working together.
Yeah.
Because my daddy saw to that.
Yeah, yeah.
No arguing among each other, and nothing. So we always got along.
Yeah, yeah.
We
You
didn't-
admonished
Well, we
one
wouldn't
of
let
them.
him know if we didn't.
But we really have always been close together.
Did your mother ever sing?
Yeah.
My mother was in the
Yes, she
choir
was.
at Morning
And
Star.
my dad too.
My dad was a beautiful singer. He could sing.
He was encouraged us.
One of his beautiful songs was a song, I can't think of the name of it right now, but my
He had so
father
many.
sing at the Morning Star, and he'd sing at home. We have, I'll be playing and he'd be singing. And I remember when we were growing up, we wanted to sing like the Andrews sisters.
Okay.
Me and Bill and we was to play, "Hey mates, come out and play with me." We thought that was so good.
Yeah.
So when we was growing up, I told Papa, I said, "Papa, I don't want to sing gospel. I want to sing blues. I want to be an Etta James."
I hear you.
He said, "Nope,
Nope.
nope, you're not going to be that." I said, "But why, Papa?" He said, "You're going to stay with the Lord
All right.
and the gospel music."
All right.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, Papa, but I'm so glad
He
that he
trained you.
changed me. Let us understand what it meant.
Yes.
We didn't
Yes.
understand it at
No,
that
you
time, because we were young. We wanted to do things and whatnot,
We knew Diana Washington.
Oh, yeah, we knew
That
Dinah
was our friend.
Washington.
She said, "You all should come over to this field."
Yeah.
Don't say that. My daddy don't like that.
But look at what God did for you.
Yes.
You know, an act of obedience with God will take you a long way.
Oh, yes.
Just hear Him.
Yes.
Yes.
Listen to that voice, and more importantly, obey
Obey.
That's
the
right.
voice
That's
of
right.
God. Now, artists have come and they're gone. And a favorite of yours was Albertina Walker.
Yes.
You all would meet up at various times, and even at the birthday celebration, she
Yeah.
was there
Yes.
with you
Yeah.
all.
Yes.
We don't know when the hand of God is going to touch
That's right.
in
That's
our
right.
lives. And she went ahead of our sister.
Yeah.
And Dolores, with a little comedy, is telling somebody to sit down.
Yeah, right. Okay, Bill, you done did
You
yours.
done
Sit
did
down
yours.
now. Let
Now sit
somebody
down
else.
now. Yeah. Well, you all are hearing it here on the PCC Network. We're going to take a brief break. Are we coming back? You better believe it. You stay right there.
Nobody knows the trouble that I see. Nobody knows but Jesus. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Glory, hallelujah. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm
Well, we're back with you, and I note that you're still right there. But the crowd has swollen. Oh, you've got folk watching now. Okay, that's good. Call some more. Tell them that this old crazy man, Reverend Harold Bailey's on the air with some good company. And the Barrett sisters are here. And the Barrett sisters are going to appear here Sunday, August 26th at the Tabernacle Baptist Church. 3:30. You better be there at 3. You be there at 3. Get you a good seat here.
Right.
That's, am I right on the date now? That's
It's
Sunday,
August
26th,
26th.
3:30.
That's right.
4130 South on Indiana.
Indiana.
And the pastor there is Reverend Green. All right. You make sure You get your seat reserved. Old folk used to say it like this: put on or carry your shouting shoes so you can be very comfortable. What's in store? What are you all getting ready to do that we can let the world know? Are you getting ready to go perhaps on tour again?
No, we're not on tour again, but we're getting ready to do a documentary of the Barrett sisters' life.
I heard about that.
It's starting with the Jubilee Showcase and moving on up. We have footage from Europe, and it tells about each one of us telling about our life, how we moved along, even though we were married and had children. Our husbands, how they approved.
They were respectful of that.
Yeah, my husband, he did go and with us sometime.
It would surprise us.
What you call, was Frank? No, not Frank, but Jimmy Frank went later with Lois.
Yeah.
But they were very encouraging to us because we were still young ladies with young children. And we just, it was just amazing. And it was God's blessing.
That's what it was.
That He allowed them to think the way they thought. That we were over there doing something for God and telling the people about our God.
And they showed up.
And they would show up.
They surprised us.
Yes.
What?
Rodessa's husband and my husband surprised us in Europe
Yes.
one time.
Yeah, they came over.
We just couldn't believe it. That's our husband.
And we had been talking, back and forth about
We didn't
the
know
food whatnot. So my husband brought us some Limb's barbecue.
You got to be kidding.
Yes, he brought it all the way to Europe. And they warmed it up for us, and we had a good time talking and laughing and eating with Limb's barbecue.
Love,
Yes.
love.
Yes.
Yeah, they-
Surprised you.
Yeah, they
Yes.
would surprise us.
Yes.
And overseas, that's a long ways.
Very long way. Not like going to Gary, Indiana.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
It was
now,
a blessing.
Billy, let me ask you this. What is your impression? What have you received out of being a part of the Barrett sisters?
I've received a lot of inspiration to sing and to travel and to praise God and to always let people know that I was a child of God. And that's the reason I would travel, and that's the reason I would sing, and that's the reason I'm continuing to sing at my church now.
Look at you.
Yes.
And what about you, Odessa?
Well, I'm not as moved, involved like I used to be. I'll put it like that. At 17 years old, I was playing for Mount Nebo Baptist Church, which was in the basement of Tabernacle.
Oh, yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
I was playing the piano for that church. And that in the meantime, Clay Evans was upstairs
That's right.
in the old church.
That's right.
And I was down there, Mount Nebo was down there. And I did that. I got married in 1950, and I still played for them for a while. Then my husband said, "No, you have to give it up. So, you come on and be with me." So I left Mount Pisgah in about 1950, soon after, or 1951, soon after we got married. And then I moved to Gary, where I became the choir director for the Galilee Baptist Church. I did that for about maybe 7, 8 years. Then I went to 20th Century, Reverend Joyner, and I stayed there for them for a long time. But in 1963, we moved back to Chicago, and I joined into the Liberty Baptist Church, where I became
I
the choir.
remember that.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was the choir director.
I remember. Yes.
I played, I sang every Sunday. But now that I've gotten older, I've had some ailments that just kind of took away a lot of the feeling I want to do. But I just don't have that energy anymore.
Yes.
And I pray to God and thank Him every morning. I am still able to get up, move around. And Billy still wants to travel and sing, but